All right. Yes, today we are still on Microsoft Excel, but today we want to learn how to format a worksheet, how to format a text, a document on a worksheet, and also how to create graph. That's what we are going to learn now. Okay? Yes, this document is a daily sales, monthly sales rather, of Mrs. Lizzie Provision Store. And the document is in sheet 1. Please make sure you are looking at the direction of my mouse pointer. It is in sheet 1. This is exactly what I want us to produce. Okay? But because of our time, we are not going to sit down to type all this for practice purpose. But I'm going to teach you how we can move it to the next sheet. To move it to the next sheet, that means you are going to create sheet 2. Now, if you look at the icon in front of sheet 1, that plus sign is not for fun. With this plus sign, it allows you to create additional sheets. You can have more than 2-3 sheets in Excel, depending on what you are doing. Okay, we have to, you click once, can you see? It's given you sheet 2. Now sheet 2 is blank. Click back to your sheet 1, you see you have content in sheet 1, but sheet 2 is blank. And so what we need to do now, we are to copy the content of this sheet 1 to sheet 2 to practice with. Okay, so how do we copy? We have to copy and paste. Select the item you want to move to the other sheet. Select it. Once you've selected it like this, this is highlight. What did I do? Just go to the first cell or to the last cell and click and drag the mouse on the surface. Now, you can either copy with keyboard shortcuts or you copy on the screen. Now look here, where we have clipboard. Here we have cut, here we have copy, and here we have some other things there. So what we need is copy. And so you click on the drop down arrow in front of the copy and click on copy. It is copied. You can see dotted dangling surrounding the text. Now it's ready to move to another sheet. Having copied, open your sheet 2, which is blank sheet. Then is either you click on Ctrl V on the keyboard, which is shortcut for paste, or you come over here and click on paste. Yes, look at it, it's pasted. Okay, now I want to disable what I have done before in order to start afresh. Okay, yes, I've disabled it. Assuming we've typed all this, because yesterday we learned how to enter data into cells. Now you can see the data, some of them, they are not accommodated in the cells. Remember, yesterday we did cell adjustments. With my adjustment tool, I click and drag. With my adjustment tool, I will click and drag. If it's too much, I will still adjust it back. Okay, all right. You click and drag. Yes, for Wednesday to be completed, the spelling to come out. Now we have it. Okay, now let's start formatting. When we talk of formatting, is applying bold, applying italic, changing font style, changing font size, adding color to the text, or change the create border on the text. So those are the things we do when we talk of formatting, just to make your work attractive, presentable. Okay, so first thing, let's come to the heading. Okay, you click on it, then you double click for your cursor to appear, you highlight that. Highlight. Yes. We want to increase the font size of it. Okay. Now, some of you are very familiar with this. Clicking here on the drop down arrow in front of this 11 to choose the size that you want. Good, that's good. So these ones can also help to increase font size and decrease font size. So if I click on it once, look at what is happening to that heading. Yes, can you see? So clicking on it, from size 11 is now size 14. Okay, so I apply bold, like I've said. Do you understand? So I have formatted my heading. So I click out. Now, if you look at this text, you will discover that at least to make your text presentable, you will also format the subheadings. So to say, click here and highlight what I regard as subheadings. Okay, and you also do what? You can bold it. Just bold it. Okay, bold it. Click out. Now, if you look at the numeric figures in cell in Microsoft Excel, the moment you enter a numeric figure in a cell, that numeric figure is entering at the left-hand side of the cell. For example, look here. I want to type the word 50, the number 50. 50. Look at it. It's at the left-hand side of the cell. But the moment I move from this cell to another cell, it's automatically right aligned. Can you see? It's now at the right-hand side of it. So in alignment, we have right aligned, we have center aligned, we have left aligned. So by default, all the numeric data is always right aligned. So to make your text, your numeric text presentable, is advisable you format it by centering them. Now, under alignment, here we have align left, align center, and align right. So I need center. I click on it. Look at all the figures is centered. The same thing here. This numbering has to be centered as well. Okay, that is it. Okay, so that is formatting. Formatting, how we can format a worksheet, adding bold, italic, increasing font size, font style. If you want your table to be colored, you apply color. This color here. Okay. Now, having done this, we want to remind ourselves, because yesterday I actually taught you how you can calculate number of items with a formula that has to do with cell range. Okay, like I've told you yesterday, that even if you have a whole sheet filled up with numeric numbers, with numbers rather, even if you have 100 of them, all you need to do is just to pick the cell address of the first one and the cell address of the last one. And so here we have up to 10 items here to be calculated. So let's key in the formula. Equal sign, sum, open your bracket. Now, you have to pick the cell address of this 500, the first item, which is C3. C3. Separated by column, and pick the last one here. The last one here is C12. C12. Then you close your bracket and press enter. Yes, it's there. The same thing here. You want to get the total of each item. Here we are getting the total of sales each day. Here we want to get the total of each item. Do you understand? So you click where you want your answer to appear, equal to sum, open your bracket, get the cell address of the first amount, which is 500, and that is C3. Colon the last one, which is the sale made on Saturday, which is H3, and close your bracket, enter. That is your answer there. Good. That is total. Yes, you can actually calculate total in that manner. Now next I want us to learn is how to calculate the total. How to calculate sorry for this total. How to calculate the average. Yes, average. Yes, we also have formula for average. If you are a mathematics student, you will discover that to get the average of this tissue is going to be the total amount divided by the number of the figures you are adding up together. How many figures do we have here? As in Monday to Saturday, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 that gave us the whole total of 3,509. And so with that idea, it helps you to get it done with an Excel formula. And so to enter average formula in Excel, to calculate average, okay, you just click on equal sign and type your average in full, then open brackets. Yes, already we've gotten the total here. Okay, this total, the cell address of this total is I3. This time around is not going to be the colon we are using, because we are doing division now. Division divided by the 6 days. Okay, that is 500 and so on from Monday to, that is 6. Now the division sign in Microsoft Excel is slash. And if you look at your keyboard, we have more than 2 or 3 slashes. So the slash that is used for division is the one below question mark. And so you type that divided by 6. Then you close your bracket. Press enter. Please, that is your average. It's as simple as that. Okay? Now to go ahead, assuming time, you are behind time, okay? And you are doing it in haste. Once you've gotten this first one, can you see this cube right here? And immediately you point on that cube, you see the plus sign appear. Please click and drag. All the total will appear. Good. The same thing here. You are short of time to sit down and enter the formula one by one. Once you've done the first one, bring your pointer to this cube here. It's turned to plus. Click and drag. All the average automatically is calculated. The same thing here. If you want to know time, click on it. All your total automatically is there. I hope that is cleared. Thank you very much. Now with this, we want to create graph very fast. Creating graph, all right? Okay, before I leave this page, we need to get to the output level of a worksheet. If you're actually working with a worksheet and you want to print out your work and you've not formatted your cell, your work will be as good as you've used Microsoft Word to prepare it. The row and the column won't be visible. It won't be visible. And so you have to make your row and column visible. Now let me show you what I mean. If assuming we want to print this, go to your file. Of course, the work we are having there is larger than a page, and so we need to go to page layout and set the paper type to landscape. Okay, now go to file. print. Let's preview. So this is how it's going to be. You see that there is no row and column displayed. So it's as good as you have used Microsoft Word to prepare this document. Okay, and so before you can boast of preparing a document with Microsoft, you must get to output level, whereby you click, you activate the cell. You come to where we have right home, where we have cell styles. That is under home menu. Click on the drop down arrow and select output. Now click out. Can you see the cells are now visible? Okay, now let's preview it and see. As we want to print it this time around, preview. Can you see that? So that is the beauty of Microsoft Excel. If you've not gotten to this end of Microsoft Excel, you are not a pro. Okay, thank you very much. Now we want to create graph very shortly before we leave. Okay, to create graph, select the item you want to use for graph and come to insert. That's where we have many graphs. We want to create a bar, a pie chart rather. Click on it and select any one. Yes, it's created. It's created, yes. And so a chart can also be formatted, but time will not permit us to do that now. So we have come to the end of today's training. God bless you. Thank you.